Bom dia, meu povo de todo mundo. Good morning, everybody from everywhere. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are starting a nice morning. And the day is just starting. So there's plenty of things still to come this day. So tell me, how is everyone? What's your plans for this beautiful Tuesday, which is just starting? For some of us, it's a lot easier. And I can say that by myself, it's a lot easier for me, my job. But for some others, we're gonna have to spend work indoors. Office is not for you anymore. This is life. This is freedom. Of course, it's not every day the sun is shining, but there's nothing better than when you go to work and you know your mental health is great. You have to worry about anything. Right. When I say we don't have to worry about anything, I mean you just don't have to be stressed at work all day long. Yeah, you might have some little episode of stress and traffic or something small, but no one is pressuring you. And as the weather is turning a lot better now, surely, look, I was thinking maybe today to finish around midday. And then go home and start doing some of the gardening, you know. I got some seeds to start bedding. My knee's not great, so that's why I'm not pushing too much on my knee. So yeah, I may spend like 4 or 5 hours doing some jobs in my garden and then go to the allotment. If the weather is permitting to do so, it should be great. And tonight there is a massage around 10 o'clock. Consider to go and see another guy who I didn't go to see him last week for another massage session, so it might be 2 sessions. Well, it's money come to the account because the money is getting out of the account too fast, so we need to make sure some money is coming in before it gets out. Life is getting so expensive these days, you guys have no idea. And now after this attack in Iran, you will see how much the petrol and diesel, they will drop up the next few days in the pumps. It's going to be a nightmare, trust me. Normally it wouldn't be too heavy if I could rest the bags on my knee as I'm lifting it there. But I hurt my knee on Friday, so if anything touches this part here, that's why I'm trying to use it. One on the other leg, and it's a bit heavy. And of course, guys, I'm moving forward trying to get my 1,300 subscribers, which I wanted to get it back in February, but it didn't happen. But now, in March, I've been raising the odds. So I'm planning to get 1,400 subscribers by the end of March. So if I count on you to help me with that would be a lot appreciated. If you can subscribe to the channel, if you can leave a like to the video, if you can ask a question, or if you can just tell me to shut up. I accept everything. And as you guys can see in this channel, just to show a little bit about my life, telling tales about times when I was in Brazil, when I was living in Brazil before I moved into the UK. Here you're going to see me at work doing call, you're going to see me here doing massage, teaching martial arts, traveling, cooking. Yeah, I can do a few different things in there, which some of you may be interested in come and watch and live a bloody life, of course. That's the main part of the thing. It's not so bad, as I say, guys, to lift the bags. It's just because my knees hurt. I don't want to lay the bag against it, so everything is on the arms. Oops! Ashhat! Damn, bro, that's hard work. Where you at? How you doing, buddy? Trust me, this job is not as bad as people think it is. It's a lot simple. Because as I can say about it today, it seems a bit hard because I was in a martial art event last Saturday and accidentally I hurt my knee. Not bad, it was more at the skin, when I hit the bone. Nothing, the knee is fine, but on the side, when you touch the skin around here, there's a massive bruise in there. So normally, I would lift the bags in here would be no weight. Well, to use some weight, but nothing too bad. But because I'm trying to avoid putting the knees against my, the bag against my knees, it looks like a bit harder. But it's not. It's only 50 kg, so it's fine just to hang on the hands. So it's not so bad as it seems. So for you guys who are watching this channel now, oops. My name is Sandro Alves, I'm from Brazil. That's where I was born, but I live in the UK in the past 19 years. Uh, and I'm a coalman, daytime, Monday to Friday. So before I became a coalman, I was an executive chef. So yes, it was my choice to change my career because I just want to have a life back. But this is one of my jobs. I also work with sports and deep tissue massage. Time to time I still do some catering jobs for small parties. I have a catering trailer to sell Brazilian burgers and stuff. I have my own product which is homemade chili oil sauce. I teach martial arts, mainly Brazilian martial arts capoeira. So every Wednesday there's a live at 8 p.m. British time, when I'm in the gym with some of my students. And the reason why I left Brazil and moved to the UK, because I got invited to come here for a ceremony of grading of my group of martial arts back in 2006, when I got invited to teach workshops. And in the meantime, I was meeting people from different countries at the time who wanted me to be part of the event. So I just decided to travel around the UK all the time, and that's how I ended up in England. And almost 20 years gone. So the idea of me becoming a coalman was just the fact I want to change my career. I didn't want to be a chef because I want to keep traveling. And as you know, chefing, you will be working nights and weekends. I was tired of it. So I was in between jobs when I found this job, which should be a seasonal job, back in 2014. So I was supposed only to cover that winter and then go and find something else to do. But I kind of like the job, I like the freedom that the job gave me at the time. And I was putting quite a lot of things in consideration. For example, I like lifting weights, so I'm lifting weights. I like to work outside. I always wanted to just have a normal job Monday to Friday. So I want a normal job Monday to Friday. I'm working outside, I'm driving all day long. I'm meeting new people and during the winter I work a bit more. When the winter finishes, I don't work more than 4 or 5 hours a day. Like when I have my salary, regardless if I'm working here 8 hours or if I'm working 2 hours, I still gonna get paid the same. So this job gave me a lot of opportunities to learn different things, you know. And yes, I enjoy what I do. I don't know for how long though, for now. For now, so far so good. Don't work too hard. Never, buddy. At my age, I can't afford to work too hard anymore. So this is the perfect job because it keeps me fit, does not take much of me, and I can work on my own pace. So this, at least for me, is the perfect job. Let me just get some more coal to the hopper. Oof. Yes. Van is loaded now. Time to get prepared to hit the road. Just go to the loo for a little bit and close the borders of the van. And yes, please, asking you guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe. If you like the video, please leave your like, leave a little comment. That everything will help, you know, to make this channel grow. And if you have any questions and I know the answer, you just ask. I can't promise I'm gonna answer everything, but if I know, I'll try. Okay. Let's check if the load is right, and yes, seems to be. Let's close this board and let's get. So please, guys, don't forget to leave your like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Opa! Vamos trabalhar, meu pai. Okay, time to get to work. So I'll see you guys later on. So please, as I said, leave your like, if possible, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys later when I come for the second load. Bye for now.